Once more, the Dungeon Miser has returned, and I'm back for round 2 of the Barnyard Challenge. In the last episode, my good friend Broke Andy bought a packet of cheap farm animals and dared me to make some monsters from them. So last week I worked with the cows, and you should go check that out if you haven't watched it. But this week I decided to see what I can make from the chickens. And just like with the cows, one classic monster always comes to my mind when I see chickens, and that is the cockatrice. The cockatrice is in the top 10 of medieval monsters, up there with dragons, wyverns, and unicorns. You see it on shields and crests all over the place back then, so it is perfect for a D&D monster. Like most of the monsters from antiquity, the cockatrice is a mishmash of animal parts. It is basically an evil snake chicken bat with leathery wings and a reptile tail. But unlike dragons, who breathe death, and wyverns that sting, the cockatrice kills with the look of its eyes, and that's where the name Popeye's chicken came from. Fun fact. There are plenty of good cockatrice miniatures out there, but the price is pretty high for what you get. The cheapest ones I could find were about $3 each, and that's just too much. So let's make one with pennies instead. You can find toy chickens in all sizes, and this technique works with all sizes. You just need to make sure you find a toy dragon that is comparable in size to your chickens. These are my go-to dragons. You may have seen me use these novelty toys before in other projects. They are birthday party novelties that are cheap and easy to find online. So once you have your chicken and your dragon, it's time for a little surgery. First, I need the wings and the tail from the dragon, so those get snipped off. And next I need a place to attach the tail, so I snip the back off of the chicken at a place where it will be about the same diameter as the dragon tail. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can get it is best. I drilled some holes for the tail and pinned it on. I did some more holes for the dragon wings and added pins. The wings are too thin to be pinned on, but the pins will serve as supports instead. I superglued the wings onto the chicken and the pins, and it worked perfectly. Then to disguise the pins and to give the wings more support, I spread on a good blob of E6000 glue on both sides, and then I textured it to match the feathers where it touched the chicken. When that glue was set, based Mod Podge, prime, and paint, and here is the finished cockatrice. Super simple project and super cheap scary monster. Price was 7 pennies for the chicken, 5 pennies for the dragon bits, a penny for the base, and a penny for art supplies. So 14 pennies each, or 7 minis for $1. There's challenge 2 all done, and so far I'm getting my money's worth out of these cheap farm animals. I'm going to do a third barnyard challenge in a little bit, but next episode I'm going to show you what to do with all those amputated dinosaurs and mutilated dragons we've been making. And if you've been enjoying the show and want to contribute, you can buy me a cup of coffee and become an official Dungeon Miser apprentice, just like these awesome people. Thanks again for watching, and keep pinching those pennies.